I don't know. I have what you call my presentation on the slides. But before I do that, I'm so moved by your presence, and Shripad Kulkarni invited me. I had concern. What concern I had was, again, if I would do that about 15 years ago when I was running my company, American employees, my employees, would have sued me in the court. The reason is, they would tell me, they would say that Ashok Joshi, they call me AJ. AJ is biased completely towards his community. And therefore, he is not equally fair to all our people in America, in my employees. But that is not so anymore. I'm retired long time ago, so nobody can sue me on that. So I'm very happy to be here. This next thing, I would say, if you, looks like all of you are entrepreneurs. I met so many yesterday. And I give them one mantra to them. Start with the end. Start with the end is a mantra which means, and you avoid all those risks that were mentioned there. Meaning you first find out whether your product will sell and move backwards to make that product. Otherwise, don't make that product. Right? Start with the end. Second is, don't depend on the government funding or government helping you. America was built rejecting the government. Government interference. My state, especially Utah State, is named as the best business state in the country. And the only reason is Utah government doesn't accept any federal funding. Because money comes with some expectations. And if they are not met, you are really held responsible for that. That causes stress and all kinds of stuff. Entrepreneurs, like you, all of you, have to build this nation. Because if you become rich, India becomes rich. You know what is GDP, what they call, of India? $3.5 trillion. You know, in next 4 years, Modi and everybody is expecting that will be $5 trillion. $5 trillion. You know what is US trillion dollars? More than $25 trillion. 4 times less population. So when people come, some real big leaders come and say that we are going to be the third, we will replace Germany, we will replace this one. I'm not really, I basically think what happens to common man? Because right now, if we want to be like American richness, we have to be $110 trillion, not 3.5, not 5. And you know who is going to make it? You guys. And I'm not just saying you will make it, but please use me for that. I have literally many small products. When I walked in yesterday, everybody called me lithium guy, lithium battery guy. I think lithium train has already left the station. If you want to get into lithium train, you require billions of dollars. And that's the really business for Tata's, Adani's, and Mukesh Ambani. Not us, not you, unless you have $1 billion someplace. But what I would suggest is that try some small products which require only maximum 10-20 crores investment and build that product. And I would suggest you some products, definitely, which are being manufactured in US, you manufacture in India for Indian market. On lithium, let me tell you, lithium is controlled by China. Totally controlled. Actually, Ashok Joshi here and I visited with Mr. Vasan Motors to China. And we really gave him opportunity to bring the lithium battery 5 years ago. Lithium battery back to Nasik plant. But even Vasan couldn't do that investment that time. If he had done it, today it would have been great. But I thought that he would do it because I had some real good friends in China. And now China is not really happy with India, neither with America. So the whole geopolitical situation has changed. But what we should do now, if you want to know what's happening with lithium batteries, is that will require such a high investment, plus we don't have the source for lithium. So people have moved to sodium-ion batteries. And sodium is everywhere, including in our bodies. Everywhere there is sodium. Yes, sodium, if you take sodium battery and lithium battery and put it in the car, because they say sodium has an atomic weight of 23, while lithium is just 7. So it's heavier. But don't believe that argument, because it's the system, sodium system, that will only increase about 5 to 10% total weight of the vehicle. So what? Sodium is inexpensive. It's everywhere. And so right now in United States, sodium-ion batteries are being developed, are being used. And so that's where I think you entrepreneurs, if you have large amounts of money to invest in battery technology, because it will take that much money, then invest in sodium-ion batteries. And I can give you that contact. But I'm moving on to something else. Not only I'm on the microlin side, but I'm also advisor to executive president of MIT in Pune. So What we are trying to do, he has a vision of creating three areas where he wants to invest a lot. Those areas are hydrogen, artificial intelligence, and space. That's where he sees that there is a huge potential. On hydrogen side, there are two kinds of technologies. One is electrochemical technology, which is Adani, Tata, and Ambani's are pursuing. Electrochemical. And there is another technology is called thermochemical. And my company is working on thermochemical. The reason is electrochemical technologies are expensive. Adani has determined to invest $50 billion in hydrogen technology. Mukesh Ambani, same. And Tatas are already invested about 20 million only so far. I don't know internal what they are doing, but everybody is rushing towards hydrogen technology because that is the most sustainable technology. Thermochemical technologies that we are pursuing is the cheapest in my cost analysis. So, what we are trying to do is that there is sustainable green technology is the issue these days, big issue. And what's happening? Carbon dioxide is a major issue for people. Even when you try to buy the airline ticket, they give you how much carbon dioxide it's going to invest. So distributed carbon dioxide evolution is bad for us. The centralized carbon dioxide evolution is not. Centralized carbon dioxide, we can take care of it because we have developed a technology which takes carbon dioxide and convert that into diesel. But we cannot do that on every car. That's too much. It's not that simple technology. And so therefore, carbon dioxide, if you want to have a green technology, then only for transportation sector or where the combustion is taking place, that's where you need that technology. And therefore, electrochemical technology is being chosen by these three large companies. But I would say that I'm proposing them that shift to thermochemical rather than electrochemical because it is expensive. Let's see what happens. Okay? Is there a chance that if they have any questions, I can answer or no? Or my time is done? Take it in B2B or something. B2B on something. Okay. All right. I think that's all I want to say. But contact me. I have small products for you to take on. See whether, but you have to do one thing. Start with the end. See whether there is a market and whether there is a customer which will buy from you. Otherwise, you will be constipated there. Okay? And so you don't want that. Thank you so much for having me.
With the permission of Shripad sir, we can take one or two questions. So if you have any one or two questions, I request one volunteer to get the cordless. Do you have any specific one or two questions to be answered, can be answered by Ashok Joshi sir?
Yeah, good morning. Myself Ashish Kulkarni. I am from Dombeli chapter. Sir, I have a question regarding to since you are into lithium ion. About the lithium ion batteries which now used in the electric vehicle. Okay, this is the heart of that EV nowadays. Okay, but about the service point of view, how do you address for the skill gap?
How do I address?
Sir. Speak, sir.
Skill gap for that lithium ion batteries, repairing and maintenance.
So how do I address
The skill gap for repair and maintenance of that lithium ion batteries.
maintenance of lithium ion
Yeah.
batteries?
Yeah.
The maintenance of the lithium ion battery is really that you don't discharge it excessively. As long as you don't discharge it excessively, then, but if the batteries are coming A grade or B grade or C grade, depends on, China makes A, B, C grades. And so if you get C grade battery, believe me, it will degrade faster. It will degrade faster. And so it's very difficult to get that. But Apple company gets only A grade batteries. And that's why our telephones work so well, iPhones. And SK supplies it to Samsung. So that is what I think it is basically what chemicals, what quality of chemicals they use. Otherwise it degrades as the time goes by. Okay? All right.
Hello, I'm Dr. Pandit. I work in reuse of PET waste into valuable products, the sustainable growth of chemicals. My question is, what is the future of sustainable technologies and which sustainable technologies will be useful looking at the future perspective of industry in next 5 to 10 years, number one. Number two, in the current budget, Indian government has already announced that they will be having 1 lakh crore something funds for new technologies. And I would like your views on what technologies the Brahmin community should focus for these kind of future growth areas. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, sustainable technologies, as I mentioned, really we have to take care of carbon dioxide first. And that's why people said that lithium batteries, lithium ion battery powered vehicles, they also require, but they do pollution. But they do pollution centralized, not distributed pollution. Distributed pollution you cannot control. Centralized pollution you can. So lithium ion batteries, wherever they are produced, yes, there is a COT involvement, but that you can take care of by various technologies there. So battery technology is one sustainable technology that government wants to do, but not lithium. So what they want to do, create hydrogen technology. Now let me tell you, in Japan, both Toyota and Nissan are developing hydrogen fuel fuel cars. There are 35 hydrogen fueling stations in California alone. So it's coming. It's coming very fast. And so I would say that the reason why hydrogen, because even there is no distributed pollution, but actually it's the enhancement. It will create water vapor, and that water vapor creates, if you have enough water vapor, they will go up and create good rains. So that is one of the good things about hydrogen technology. And then, as I mentioned, sodium ion technology. Sodium ion technology is very good. It's as good as lithium, except that sodium is available plentifully. CO2 to diesel, very good technology, sustainable technology. And finally, let me tell you that one of my founded companies called Clean Jewel, which is funded by Lufthansa, right now they gave us $50 million to develop bacterias. So we generate bacterias and convert those bacterias into jet fuel. And Lufthansa, United Airlines, they are extremely interested in that. And that's why they gave $50 million. And that is a sustainable technologies. Because we are all bacteria ourselves. And so, that's what it is.
Sir, one last question.
Okay.
What about Atmanirbhar in hydrogen technology for India? So you are coming with any kind of schemes or any ideas bringing into reality in India?
Of course. That is what I said, that I'm setting up a hydrogen center hydrogen and water center in MIT WPU. Yesterday morning, we had that meeting with Rahul Karad and some other people to establish that center. Because as I don't know how many of you know that in 2002, New York Times gave an article on me that Joshi will change future fuel for the world. New York Times. And Kumar Ketkar was editor of Lok Satta at that time. And Kumar Ketkar interviewed me on Maza, and there were a lot of articles in Lok Satta that time about hydrogen. So I'm always pushing for hydrogen. But the time has to come. Time has to come. And it has come now. It has come.
Thank you.